Okay, salam and good day to all. Okay, from the last class, sentence varieties part 1, we have studied that what is clause. And clause supposed to have, again, a verb and a subject. And there is a independent clause and dependent clause. Now, here, what we see here, simple sentence. Now, simple sentence supposed to be in the form of independent clause. It's supposed to be in the form of independent clause. Okay, now again, I'm going to repeat again. A clause supposed to have subject and a verb. So, if there are two sentences combined, it's supposed to have subject and verb, and the combined sentence supposed also to have subject and verb. So again, there are two, which is number one is dependent clause. For example, here, since she had died. So this is dependent clause. It needs something else to make another sentence to make it a complete sentence, because it is dependent. It cannot stand on its own. While there's a independent clause, which is I went to the market. So now today I'm going to expose you what is conjunction. Now, conjunction is something that you probably have heard, something that combine two sentences together. For example, here we have because and we have since, for example, or not necessarily a single word. It can be as long as, for example. So now, conjunction, there are two types of conjunction. Number one is what's called as coordinating conjunction. Another one is called subordinating conjunction. Okay, now this is very important. Now, coordinating conjunction supposed to have, coordinating conjunction only consists of what we call as fan voice. What is fan voice? There are several conjunctions that can be called as coordinating conjunction, which is F stand for, A stand for and, no, but, or, yet, and so. So, what in short, we should call them as fan voice. Fan voice. Now, to make it shorter, coordinating conjunction, which is fan voice, I will write here as FB. So any other conjunction will be subordinating conjunction other than for, and, no, but, or, yet, so. So other than this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 conjunction, we call it as subordinating conjunction. So other than fan voice, I will write SFV, subordinating conjunction. Now, okay, I'm going to emphasize this. Now, some of you might get confused because, for example, for, you may be confused with what we call as a different form of for, is it? Which is preposition. It's not preposition. So for, these are the example. Sam drank some water, for he was thirsty. So for here is not for you or for me. That is preposition. So for here has similar meaning to because. or in bahasa it's called kerana. Kerana. And some of you might not really familiar with no. No in this occasion is called not also, or in bahasa it's called tidak juga. Yet it's not yet. You familiar with not yet? So yet here mean nevertheless. In bahasa it's called sungguh pun begitu. So here has different meaning, as you know. There's different meaning. So, but so here for conjunction for fanboys, it means because of that. Maka. For example here, he is sick, so he is not going to the school. He is sick, maka he is not going to the school. Yet, sungguh pun begitu. The weather was cold and wet. Sungguh pun begitu, we enjoyed very much. No, tidak juga. Sarah doesn't like apples. Nor does she like pears. Sarah doesn't like apples. Tidak juga, dia juga tidak like the pears. Alright? So this is very important because you might get confused with for. For example, this package is for you. For in this what I mentioned just now is not for fanboys. For there is a I mentioned just now is called preposition untuk anda. But for here, let's see the sentence again. Sam drank some water kerana he was thirsty. So these are fanboys. For and no, but, or, yet, so is called again coordinating conjunction. While any other conjunction, for example, after, although, as if, as long as, and whole other conjunction, we call them subordinating conjunction. Alright, this is very important for you to understand this before we go to the next, what we call the next lesson. And that's all from me. So our class today, we focus on two things. What is conjunction? And we should distinguish between coordinating conjunctions, which consists of fanboys, for and no, but, or, yet, so. And these are what for stand for in this occasion, no stand for, yet, and so. Usually, or and but, students usually have no problem in understanding it. And the other conjunctions other than fanboys is after, although, as if, there's a lot more. We'll call it subordinating conjunction. Subordinating conjunction. And from now on, what I want to do is when I refer to make sure I don't want you to get confused, coordinating conjunctions, I will no longer say it is coordinating conjunction. Instead, I will call them fanboys. Or, in shorter form, FB. While subordinating conjunction is other than fanboys. So, I will call them XFB, non-fanboys. So, I think by now you should have learned that there are two types of conjunction and all. And again, simple sentence, again, I said supposed to be in the form of any sentence with verb, with subject and verb without any conjunction. So it is a simple sentence, one sentence only. While compound sentence and complex sentence are the type of sentence which are with more than one sentence. Two sentences, for example, combined by a conjunction. For example, now, right, Sam drank some water. That's one sentence. He was thirsty. That's another sentence. So it will be combined by a conjunction called for. Alright? And make sure this is another one which is very important. The two sentences supposed to be, okay, you see these are two sentences. So Sam is subject and there's a verb here, drank. And there's another one, there's another subject and another verb. Verb to be was, remember, is a verb to be. So both of them supposed to have subject and verb and subject and verb. That will be all for what we call as sentence varieties part 2. We're going to meet again for sentence varieties part 3. Thank you very much and salam.